All right, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. So we got 20.2 today, a 20-minute AMRAP for the second workout. Was not expecting that. So again, if you are watching this video, I'm assuming you probably know the workout, but 20 minutes, you got 4 dumbbell thrusters. For men, it is 50 pounds. For women, it is 35 pounds. And then you have 6 toes to bar and then 24 double unders. So going into the workout, when I first heard it, I was like, okay, for me, this is probably going to be a toe to bar workout. And what I mean by that is I have to manage those and make sure those don't leave me, because once my toes to bar are gone, I have to do singles, and they're not good singles and they take a while. So I want to make sure that I manage those from the very beginning of this workout. I actually am someone that kind of enjoys the 20-minute time domain. I don't mind doing it. Luckily here at my gym, we actually do a lot of 20-minute workouts. Almost every Tuesday is about a 20-minute AMRAP of some sort. So I am pretty used to that time domain, so I understand, at least I feel like I understand how hard I should push at the start to make sure that I have, some energy left at the end so I can push. But that being said, 20.1, I thought I was gonna do that and I didn't have anything left at the end. So we'll see how it goes. And on top of all of that, this workout has dumbbell thrusters in it. Dumbbell thrusters are probably one of my least favorite movements because they basically bring out all of my mobility issues. I don't have the best front rack. My left ankle is messed up from years of skating when I was heavier. So dumbbell thrusters for me are like, I was waiting for them to come up. I knew they would come soon, and here they are. So yeah. When I heard about the workout, the first thing I thought about was I knew that I was going to use my VersaLifts. So what VersaLifts are, basically it is a little heel insert that goes into, so it'll go into your normal shoes. It goes right here, bam, just like that. And basically it does what a lifter will do for you, when you are squatting. It gives you that little bit of extra range of motion in your ankles to make the squat a little bit easier. And obviously they're not lifters, so they're a lot easier to move in. These shoes, I would much rather be doing double unders and toes to bar in these than I would in lifters. So it really, really helps me out. I would say I probably use VersaLifts in 85% of my workouts. So the owner actually hit me up right as this workout was announced, and he said he would like to sponsor this video. So if you are interested in getting some VersaLifts, go to vlifts.com, and if you use code OBESE2BEAST, I'll put everything down in the description and on the screen, you'll get a discount on them as well. But I mean, even without the sponsor, these are something that I use literally almost every single day. So if you are someone that struggles with squats, any sort of workout that has squats and then running, or squats and then double unders or something like that, seriously, these are one of the best investments I've ever made. They're like under $30, they're not very expensive, and they have been an absolute life changer for me. So highly recommend those. I need to start warming up for this workout now. Alright, so here we go, we're about to start. I got my pink on for breast cancer awareness. My goal is to just pace myself as much as I can and not die before 10 minutes.
bar.
Yeah.
You finished 17 rounds. 578.
Literally finished exactly on 17 because I got those double unders at the end. Wow. Whew. I'm really happy about that. I really am. It's insane that people are doing this EMOM style, getting over 20 rounds. Absolute monsters. All right. Post-workout talk here with my brother. He actually did it earlier today. So, as you guys saw, finished round 17 exactly. Jean, how did you do?
I finished round 17 exactly, plus 4 thrusters.
Yeah, so he beat me by 4.
4 reps.
Stupid.
That's 5 seconds, 6 seconds.
Yeah,
that's insane. And we didn't know. I didn't tell him a score.
He wouldn't tell me a score, and so we're 1-1 in the open. So last week he got into the 8th round, right?
Yeah.
He got into the 8th round, and I finished. So I thoroughly put the whipping on him last week,
but
and he just
I came back from an all-inclusive resort.
Whatever, his
on my honeymoon.
But so let's talk about the workout. As far as I'm really happy with how well it went. Do I wish I would have beat John? Absolutely. But considering toes to bar have always been much better for him than they have been for me, so the fact that I was only back by 4 reps is actually, I'm pretty stoked about that.
Did you? No, go ahead.
Go, no.
Did you do unbroken on the toes bar?
No, so what I did was I did 4-2 literally the whole time, and then I did 6 at the very, very end because I had about 30, maybe 35 seconds of the toes bar and the double unders. So I was like, okay, I have a little bit more in me, and that's kind of exactly what I wanted. Like, I wanted to be able to push a little bit at the end. So I was able to do that. All the double unders were unbroken except for literally the second double under I tripped up on, but everything else was unbroken. The thrusters went unbroken. So for me, it was just about managing the transitions because there's like a million of them in the workout, and like breathing, not focusing on the clock, and just like going. That's kind of, but not going to your red line.
Mm-hmm. I would say that I did completely different than you. Mm-hmm. I did my toes to bar unbroken. I did everything unbroken. Mm-hmm. I did trip twice, so I guess you can't say the whole workout was unbroken, but I absolutely was using the clock to my advantage the entire time.
Really?
Yeah. It was like I started EMOMing it, and I did 5 seconds in between each movement.
Okay.
So I would even the 4 thrusters, the first 4, I dropped it and I looked at the clock for 5 seconds. Mm-hmm. And then I did toes to bar, and I dropped and I looked at the clock for 5 seconds. Mm-hmm. And it was like I literally used the clock the entire time to figure out where my pace was. And I think around 10 was when I was no longer EMOMing it, and then it was just a matter of managing your breath. But
yeah, for me, I guess the reason I didn't do that was because I know my toes to bar aren't super good. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was managing, like the whole workout was managing toes to bar, making sure I don't lose those, because when I lose them, they're gone, right? They're kind of like handstand push-ups, like you can't force them to come back. Yeah. So that's what I did not want to do. So that's why because for me, the toes to bar just took longer than they took you, right? Because I'm taking, 2 seconds, 3 seconds in between the 4 and the 2. So it's just and that adds up over 17 rounds. So but again, I'm really happy if you are somebody that doesn't have toes to bar or they're not very good. Singles honestly are pretty quick. Like my first open, I could not string toes to bar, but I could do fast singles. And there was a workout that had a good amount of toes to bar in it, and I did fine in it. So if you feel like you cannot string 6, don't even try to do that in the workout. If you're at 6, that's your max set, I would do singles from the start, honestly.
100%.
And if you can crush 20, then you could probably go unbroken.
Kind of like what our coach said on our dark side training video was if you can do 12 toes to bar, if you're hey, hop on the bar and do 12, and that was kind of pushing it, don't go unbroken. Yeah. Break it up. If you can do 20, then do 6s. But if that 6 is half of what you can do, don't do it.
Yeah, and then as far as the thruster or the double under, with the thrusters for me, what helps a lot is to get the dumbbell, think about getting the dumbbell as far back as possible, because then when you're in the bottom of the squat, if you tend to lean forward a little bit, you have that weight behind you, so you're not leaning forward and falling forward. That helped me. My thrusters looked, at least they felt like they looked a lot better towards the middle and the end of the workout than they did at the start, because again, it just wasn't as warm. And then double unders are double unders, you know what I mean? Try and breathe through them. But yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I mean, it just depends. If looking at the clock stresses you out, don't use it. Use his strategy of just kind of feeling it out. If looking at the clock allows you to kind of math it and game it, like then 100% do that, because if you do, at least if you're proficient in all the movements and you do them kind of slow, it takes 45 seconds. Like that's not even pushing it. So allowing yourself those 5 seconds in between each movement where it brings you to the full minute is a good way to keep that heart really low. And it like literally, like I said, like 10 minutes in, I was still kind of like, okay, like this is fun. Like, and at the end of the workout, I was like, this was fun.
It wasn't, it does not hurt as much as 20.1 does. Yeah. Okay, last thing I wanted to say, a huge thank you to VersaLifts for sponsoring this video. I was using them the whole time during the workout. See, they're right there. Also, for the people that are gonna ask, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? There you go. For the people that are gonna ask, these are like a brand new like little shoe that's coming out that I might do a little review on. It's like a startup company, so if you guys wanna see that, let me know. And then again, if you do wanna get a discount on VersaLifts, vlifts.com, use code ObeseToBeast. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you guys want more of us, check out our podcast. I'll link that down below. See you guys later.